How's that for help? Just don't be that way. Do you know your diagonals? Do you know your diagonals?
I do.
Okay. I find when people are a little nervous. That's the first thing that goes when someone's a little nervous. So the sound system's going a little bit in and out. Stay on this circle. I'm going to turn you loose again. And I want you to pretend I'm standing in the middle. And I want you to turn your chest a tiny bit towards the middle. That's right. You've got your left shoulder further back than your right. Just
yes.
Try, it isn't really your shoulders. Try to turn your chest a little to the right. That's it. The arms. Yeah. Just keep doing whatever you want. Does the left side feel like the right side? I'm going to be yelling because it goes off so much. Does the left side of your waist, your rib cage, your hips feel like the right side?
No, I'm very crooked.
Yeah?
Had some injuries and it's
Let your left side come a little forward. Turn your boobs a little. Just a little. Good, good. Now, I don't call this warming up, I call this boring your horse on a circle.
okay.
So you do whatever you want and I'll interrupt here and there. See, I think of this period of time in your session, not so much warm up as tune-up. Are you getting the horse responding as you want? Are you double checking your position, whatever you need to? It's not a time to just bore the horse. If the horse is really nervous, maybe a little boredom is good. But he's not a baby horse. He doesn't look nervous. And if I had a horse that tended to be a little overreactive as far as being a little naughty, I want to make sure he's listening to me. Now, come to walk, don't pull if you can, and go back to trot. Looking ahead. Yeah. Now, at the letter E, okay, continue. Good. Now make a half circle down the center line. Turn towards C right now, right now. Good, and straight a few strides, and now a half circle left. Do we have the same bend in both directions? No. Do you do some leg yielding? No. Okay. Now, we'll see if this works. A little bit after F, you're going to leg yield a little towards the center line. Change your bend, push him a little to the left. Good, and now go straight. And now leg yield him back out if you can. Just as far as you get. Nothing matters as far as absolute accuracy. What matters is absolute obedience. We have a new, I'm going to put a new one in. Yeah, good. And walk again, try to give. And trot again. Good. Make a large circle and trot just a little bit faster, just a little go trot. And now back to the trot you had before. Easy, you shouldn't have to pull, hopefully just posting a little more slowly. And trot a little faster again. Is he going when you ask him to go?
Not quite enough.
Well, now's the time to say to him, yo, sweetums, I spoke to you. And let's come to walk. Try not to pull. Give. And trot. And trot a little faster. And a little more slowly. Straight ahead. At C, down the center line. You're going to go straight a few strides, and then you're going to leg yield to the left, towards the letter B, boy. Look at B, leg yield. Now go straight, and leg yield back to the center line. Easy hands. No, not much of a leg yield that way. It would be more turned on a diagonal. Good.
Again?
No, circle. Give and walk. Give your hands. Good. Now, are you comfortable cantering now?
Yes.
That's up to you. I can't quite hear you. Is it okay to hold the whip? Why don't you? Go ahead. Where's your whip? If you have any thought that you're going to need a whip, you should have it here.
Okay.
Okay? So you can't get him to canter without a whip?
Yes.
Okay, to me you were pretty heavy on the brakes there. Let's come back to trot. Easy hands. Now, walk. Giving a little bit. And trot. Now, I want you to think about, just to go posting if you would. How much pressure do you have on his mouth right now? You don't have to speak, but just, so now as you go to canter, I don't want you to put any more pressure on his mouth. Now if he runs off with you, of course. But don't pull, just sit and canter. Yeah. Do you have more pressure?
No.
Good. And trot again. Sit. How much can you bring him from canter to trot with your back? Which is really just a matter of not following quite so much. You know, at the canter, your body rocks a little bit. Now, are you holding him? Now, I want you to think about how much pressure you have on his mouth right now. And now as you go sitting, there's going to be no more pressure. And posting. And sitting. Push him a little. Don't pull. Don't pull. And think. You have a little tendency to hold him when you sit, don't you? Yeah. So you just want to be conscious of that. And the same thing as you go to canter. There's no need to have more pressure just because you're cantering. Unless you need it. Yeah. And canter again. Don't pull. Good girl. Good. Can you be a little softer on his mouth? A little lighter? I don't know. Try it. And back to trot. Giving, using your back. Sit still with your back. Easy hands. Easy hands. Good. Posting. Push him a little faster. Go straight, and from approximately F, leg yield to the left. Look at the center line. Look at it. Look at his body in the mirror. Is he basically straight? And if you can, turn right at the end. Now, I bet if we had a scale attached to the rein and the bit, that would have measured more weight on his mouth as your leg yield. Good. You want to argue with me about it?
No, I think you're right.
Good. Good. And let's have a right lead circle here, and let's have a right lead canter. Easy hands. Good. Now, one stride. Yeah. Now just give your right rein. Yeah. Now just give your left rein. Good. Just one stride. It's just a blip. It just makes you aware when you take the rein back of how much pressure you're using. And back to trot. Try to give. Sit still. Sit. Good. And when you give towards his mouth, not towards his ears. Okay, and a walk. Ooh. And a long rein and a pat. Good. Now, I said walk, I didn't say crawl.
Pick up a whip, if that's okay?
Now, I love it when riders ride without a whip. But if you think you should need it, it's your job to have the rein.
Don't know whip. Take the whip.
Thank you for checking your girth. And thank you for being able to tighten your girth in the saddle. I'm horrified at how many people I run into that can't tighten the girth in the saddle. That to me is really scary. Okay. Just a long rein, nice big walk. Now, would you say he's going fairly normally right now, today?
A little slower.
Slower? How come?
Because I'm a little tentative.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Love this walk. Good. So, I want you to just stay on a loose rein for a moment. And I want you to just feel the motion of your body. You know, the way he's making your body rock. It's perfect. I love it. But I just want you to be aware of what his body feels like, the swing of the walk, the way his back moves, whatever, just what it feels like. And as you pick up the rein, I don't want you to discourage any of this lovely motion. Okay, so let's take up your rein. Shorten them a little bit more. I want you to feel like you could go to canter if I asked you to. Ah, we're losing the walk a little bit, aren't we? Ah, better. Now, are you nagging him a little bit every stride with your leg? We don't want your aids to be creating every stride. Elastic arm. Yeah. Now, were you watching when I took other people's reins? Were you watching any of the previous lessons? Okay, that's... Now, stay on the circle for a bit if you would. Now, can you continue to follow and have a little less pressure on his mouth? Now, can you ask him to come a little rounder? So you may need to use the rein a little, resist a little, maybe move the bit a little, whatever you do, put him a little more together. Bend him a little right one stride, test him, bend him right, the other right, the inside right. Yep, good, yeah, and then easy. Now can you be a little softer? You'll probably lose him a bit. Bending a little right, yeah. And now put him a little more together. Yeah, a little motion of the bit of it. Speak to him a little with your aids, yeah. But what I'm getting at is you've got to be able to use your reins without getting hard. You're just going to be a bigger rubber band instead of a little wimpy rubber band. Yeah, good job. Now, give just a little, follow a little more, and bring it together again. So it's not that we want the horse to be in a shape, a frame, I hate that word, but it kind of works, but that we can put him anywhere. To me, that's what dressage is all about. It's having the communication with the horse, which is our aids, and the cooperation from the horse, which is his obedience, and we can do anything. We can go fast, slow, crooked in all kinds of creative ways. His body can be short, long, high, low, whatever. We can adjust. Good. Good. Now, tell me what you think the pressure on his mouth is right now.
Medium.
Okay? I don't know if you can, but can you be 1 degree softer? Will you totally lose it? Oh, kind of lost it, didn't you? Oh, a little again. Push him forward just a little bit more. Now, can you be softer for 1 stride? And then put him a little together. And kind of challenge him to, you don't want the horse to be in a frame on a loose rein. Absolutely not. Okay? We don't want him, you know, you look at a lot of the like Friesians and PREs, those type-shaped horses, and they kind of are on the bit and standing in their stalls, so to speak. But they also are horses that are difficult to get to stretch. We want to be able to have both extremes and give a little, now put it back together again. A little rounder, bend a little right 1 stride, and get him to answer 1 rein up. And now give 1 stride, and if he falls apart, you put him back together again. You see what I'm getting at?
Yes.
That you're not holding it, but you're saying, be here, thank you. And thank you is being quiet. Thank you is being still. And together, and a little thank you give. Yeah. And a little together again, and a little thank you give. And let's go up. First of all, acknowledge how much pressure you have on his mouth, and let's go to trot. Now you probably need to shorten your reins, but it doesn't mean you need to tighten them. Yeah? Yeah? Good, I love that motion. Yeah? Now give just a little. Yeah? And then if you need to take more. So just don't have this sort of death grip, not that it's all that strong, but adjusting. Now can you bring his neck up a little bit? Just a little lift, and then give a little, and give a little, give a little. Yeah. I don't want you to hold him up. See, now you're starting to hold him. I want you to bring him up. Shorten your reins just a little bit, but don't make them tighter. Yeah. Give just a tiny bit and lift him a little. And then give. If he answers you, then you give a little. That's a girl. And now give. I'm not saying drop him. I'm saying less. So there's a little bit of a more and a less. Does that make sense? Not a whole. He wants you to carry his big old head. Not that it's so big. But he just wants you, you're kind of the 5th leg holding him up. Don't you be a 5th leg. He's the shelf on which, you're the shelf on which he's resting his head. Yeah? So lift him a little and then say you carry your own big old head, sweetums. Give a little, you're locking. Yeah? Yeah? And give just a little tiny bit. You've got plenty of go now. Give a little, give. Don't put him in prison. Don't squash him in a box. Yeah? And wall. Yeah, push him forward. Am I making any sense to you?
You are.
Good. You know, you say that the tension builds up and then he can explode, right?
Yes.
The more you hold him tight, the more you're holding that tension in.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is, keep him a little busy. Give him little things to do. Lift your head up, go a little forward, bend a little extra right, go a little slower. You know, give him little things to do. It's very much of do this, thank you. Don't thank you. The thank you is the aid subsiding. But I'm also not saying be busy, 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 busy every stride. A little of this, and then a little of that. Okay, and now put him a little more together. Soften a little bit for 1 stride, or maybe 2, you decide. Yeah. Give a little. Yeah. I think of it as, not that he's so tense right now, he does get a little tight and strong, I think of it as letting the tension out. You know, taking a little breath. Okay, and let's go to trot again. Don't hold, don't hold. You need no more pressure at trot than you have in walk. Now, almost walk. Don't fight, just a whoa and forward. Give a little, yeah. And a little whoa again, whoa and forward. So this is what I call a literal half halt. You go halfway to halt. It's not a true half halt. Yeah. Now, is he starting to lean more? Yes or no? Good. He's a little hard for me to read because he just kind of goes, ooh, this is where I am. Yeah? Good. Good. One stride, drop the right side of his mouth. Beautiful. One stride, count to one. Yeah. And now give the left. Just a little blip. Yeah? Good. Good. Excellent. And a wall. And a long range for a moment. Now,
Can I say one thing? Don't
please.
let the range too long. Okay?
Don't let the range too long.
Yeah, but it looks like it's
Yeah,
good.
I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the whip? I'm just... Thank you, Mom.
So not too long a range. Now, halt a moment. Now, are you aware of your crookedness? No, that's, are you aware of it?
I'm aware.
Can you feel it?
My right shoulder, I know, big forward and
Big time. Okay, now, what about when you're not on a horse?
it's the same.
It's the same. Do you have any idea why? I mean, is there a physical reason?
Yeah, I think I messed it up when I broke my hamstring on the club and I recovered from
Okay.
favoring and I never got myself back.
Okay. Are you're twisting towards me right now. Can you twist the other way? Okay, you can do that pretty easily, can't you?
I can do it, yes.
Okay. I want you to walk, not on a loose rein. We don't want Yvonne to have a heart attack. Just walk. Just walk. No, yeah, just easy walk. We're using him as a vehicle right now. Now, I want you to twist your body to the right and just keep it like that. Turn your boobs towards the inside of the circle. That's right. Keep looking ahead, but just turn your waist, your shoulders. That's it. No, I want you to look through his ears. Look through his ears. You're looking to the right. Now halt a moment. Halt. Halt. Okay. I want you to look at that blue cup. And now twist your body to the right. No, you're not looking at the blue cup. See how you want to turn your head as well? You see what I'm getting at? I want your head to keep looking ahead. Just turn your body. Okay? So let's walk doing the same thing. So, turn your body to the right, but see you turned your head. Boy, that's hard for you to do, isn't it? Interesting. Yeah? Just easy. Try to let it be easy. Turn your chest to the right. There. Good job. Keep your chest turned to the right. Turn to the right. You're basically almost straight. I want you to twist more to the right. Turn. That's it. Turn. Turn your chest, not your head. Yeah. You really need to work on this.
Yes.
I mean, you're not helping being crooked. Turn. Good. Look at his ear. This is a good job. Turn. That's it. That's it. That's it. Keep turning. Good job. You know, when you get on him and you're walking him around, what else do you have to do? Do this. Good. 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 I had, when I was a lot, and seriously, I had some various periods of back trouble. Not back that I had to really see a doctor because I don't like doctors much. And now at age, whatever I am now, 74, I found out I have a fairly distinct scoliosis that I never knew I had. And that probably has something to do with it. Now twist a little extra. Give it a good twist, a little exercise twist. More. A good scrunch and then straight. Yeah? And then straight. So look at me. What I'm saying is, ooh. Yeah, and then straight. Can you do it without looking right? It's funny how hard that is for you. Yeah, we're all laughing at you. I hope that's okay. Yeah, that's right. So I'm not going to spend the rest of our time doing this, but I cannot emphasize strongly enough how much you need to work on this. Both, you know, on the ground, whether you can find some sort of an exercise person that can give you exercises to help with this. But it's really important. Okay, so you're going to keep yourself basically straight. Right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. Good. And can you put it just a little more together for a few strides? Good. Yeah. And as you're ready, you're going to go to trot without putting any more pressure on his mouth. Shorten your reins if you want. Yeah, good. Hands near the withers. Good. And stay sitting. Good. Yeah. You don't need to clock. You go trot. Good. Now. Yeah. Now, almost walk. Ooh. And trot. And again, when you go forward again, can you give a tiny little bit? I don't want you to drop it. But I want there to be degrees of how much you're using your hand, just like there are degrees of how much you're using your leg. Good. Good. And almost walk again. And forward. And the value to this is the promptness, that you get him to shift his weight back. And almost walk. Lower. And fold. Easy hands. Yeah? And roll again. Now, forward. Now, walk them on. Sit. Now, how many steps do you think it takes to go from the short trot to the normal trot? Oh, I think it's less than that. From the short trot to go back forward? Okay, let's think about it this time. Let's see if we can come to an agreement. So you're going to go back to trot. You can get on as you want, but just watch the mounting block if you would, please. We have a rider getting on. Now, slow trot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have a slow, that was about 14. And now normal trot. 1. That's about 2, isn't it? Are we in agreement or not?
Yes.
Okay, so it was 14 back and 2 forward. Can we get closer to the 2 and coming back? And yeah, and forward. Easy hand. Don't chase him. You're being a little dramatic there. And lower. And forward. You almost can let him go forward, can't you?
Yes.
And roll again. Better. And forward a little. Yeah. And now walk. That took 10 steps. That's a lot.
Okay.
So let's ask ourselves why. Is he a little lazy about coming back? Do you have enough pressure on his mouth on a step-by-step basis that he doesn't hear you when you say whoa? Does that make sense? I want to see the same response to the whoa that I'm getting to the go. Now, right now, you have basically nothing, well, your right leg is coming up on his ribs. I'm not sure why only the right leg. So your legs are in neutral? Are your hands in neutral, or do you have a little bit of a break going on? Breaks as in, breaks to slow up. And let's go to trot. Are you grabbing his mouth anymore? I'm not sure. Okay, and wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I want you to walk. Following, softer, softer. Your circle is leaving something to be desired in shape. No, easy, no. So what I'm getting at is he's pretty good to go, what I've seen, but not so good to whoa. Now, if you hold the brakes, which is your rein aids, he's not going to hear you as much. So can you be a tiny bit softer? And also, can you be a little more demanding about whoa? Turn your chest a little to the right. Not your head, your chest. And trot. Are you on the brakes? And wall. 3, 4, 5. That's better. 5. That's. I wouldn't want more than 5. Okay? And trot again. And wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And then does the rein get a little softer once you're walking? I don't want you to drop it, but just have degrees. And trot again. Good. Good. And walk. Chest up. Good. Follow, follow, follow. Good job. Okay, good mistake. Turn your chest to the right, not your head. Good. And trot again. Not too fast. Good. And walk again. Good. 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 Now, I'd like you to hold opposite A.
Opposite?
Yeah, just next to A, not on the track though. And a turn on the forehand. No. You're not listening. Walk, make a circle around. That's you're trying to do a turn on the haunches. Yeah. So somewhere. Okay. Easy hand. Now why are you pulling back? Okay, let's walk forward. That wasn't very good. Okay, walk forward. Now, in the turn on the forehand, his front feet should stay in place. Ideally, really don't use any hands on the turn on the forehand. Maybe a single tug that reminds him not to move forward. But I want you to make sure that as you're using your leg, you're not automatically pulling on his mouth. Okay? So parallel to the wall. Here, parallel wall. But not against the wall. Not against the wall. And halt. Ooh. Ideally, you don't have to use your legs. Maybe you do, but don't just grab it. Back, turn on the forehand. No, listen to me. You're asking his haunches to go into the fence. So it has to be your right leg. Don't, why are you pulling on the right rein? Everybody does it, don't do it. Yeah, keep his neck straight. No. Now, easy hands. Use your right, just your right leg. Yeah, don't pull, just your right leg. Oh. So you needed to pull once there, right? So walk forward again. I'm just trying to separate your hands from your leg. Be a little bit away from the wall, straight ahead. Straight ahead. Just enough away from the wall that there's room for his head. And hold. Now it'll be your left leg, turn on the forehand. How little can you use your hand? Easy hand, good. One tug, good. And walk. It's so normal to pull on the reins when you're using one leg. And so unacceptable. You know, everybody does it. When we do something sideways, we get tight. Okay, once more. Just stop parallel to the wall. So it'll be your right leg. Easy arms. Be ready, but easy arms. Yeah? Don't you turn his head. Now, I give him a little touch with the whip. Don't you? See, stop. We don't want his front end to move. Understand? His front end should stay in place. So if you pull on this rein, you're telling the front end to move. Okay? Everybody pulls on the rein on the side they're using their leg. Oh, it's universal. Don't do it. Walk over. I want you to go the other way. Just walk over. And over there after F, halt a little bit away from the wall. I want you parallel to the wall, just to give you a little guidance of exactly what you've done. Okay? Move. Now the neck is going to stay straight. You're going to use your right leg. Do not pull on the right rein. Right leg. If he doesn't go, wait. What are we doing? Right leg. Give him a little tap. If he doesn't go. Keep his neck straight. Good. Easy hands. Little tap. Yeah. Left rein. See, you let him walk off. Okay? Let's walk. We're going to try, walk forward, turn around. It seems to be harder this direction. Normal. Just turn around. Make a U-turn. Now, once he's halfway around where he's facing the wall, he's going to try to turn his front end to the right. And hold. Right leg back, turn on the forehead. Easy hands. Little kick, little tap. Don't pull on the right rein. We want his hind end to move. Good. Now keep your left rein a little. Oh. Pat it. Easy. Good. That was much better. Okay? And walk. Good. Okay. Am I making any sense? So, okay. Now, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of yoga. And you need to do something on the ground. And whether you get someone that can give you some clever exercises, but if nothing else, you do this. And I do it to both sides to feel what the easy side is. And then so much of it was about adjustability. Being able to think of your A's as I say, making one stride different. Faster, slower, bend, sideways, whatever it is. One aim, one response. And not letting him sucker you into holding it. Make sure there's neutral. This is me telling you to do something, this is me saying things. And I'm not saying to throw the reins away. That didn't work. Now what if I have a little bit? Just like you would with your leg. Just slow down, you're going to push your knee forward, and then the leg is flat. And I find it's not the least bit unusual that riders, there are more like this, but sort of the extreme that I see a lot. I have a rider that ride their horse about going forward to the leg. Horse doesn't go in, give it a whack, come on forward. And they're trotting around and I say, okay, now they're trotting around and I say, okay, now walk. It takes them 12, 14 strides to go trot. That doesn't make sense. Standing up forward to the leg, they're going to come back when you say forward. And it's a laziness very often because they come and walk kind of like this way instead of if they come promptly, they have to shift their weight off. And they much better.